Hey everyone! I had the chance to visit the Lycoris Recoil Collab Cafe back in the middle of March. This collab cafe ran from February 3rd all the way to March 20th of 2024. So by the time this video comes out, the collab cafe would have been long gone. I just want to share my experience there as well as show what it's like around the cafe. And unfortunately, filming was limited inside the cafe, so I'll have to rely on pictures as well. As I mentioned, this is a collab cafe, and so this time it was themed around the Hawaiian theme. The location itself is in Shibuya Parko, which is the building with many stores such as the Jump Store, the Pokemon Center, and Nintendo Shop in Shibuya. I wasn't quite sure how crowded it will be, so a few weeks before I went to the cafe, I made reservations for the seats. From my experience, it's pretty mandatory to make reservations, but this time around it wasn't crowded at all. Only about less than 1/3 of the seats are filled when we went there. It's very likely because I went at the very tail end of the collab cafe opening period, so that's why there wasn't a lot of customers left. The cafe itself wasn't a usual cafe, meaning that it's not like a coffee shop that you could go to, but it's like a cafe specifically used for many collab cafes. This means that the collab cafe will change once in a while, so it could change into like different anime themes. It could be like the same anime with a different theme a couple of months later or a year later, something like that. And before going any further, as I mentioned before, filming was limited, so I just want to point out that we're not allowed to walk around the cafe until we finish our food. And if I understand correctly, you're not allowed to take videos of the cafe, but you're allowed to take pictures. This photography rule may differ depending on the organizer for each collab cafe, and yeah, this is just the first time I've seen this kind of rule. Inside the cafe, we got TV screens all around, display the key visuals in maybe the food items, menus, things like that. They also got a huge projector screen playing commercials of the cafe, clips of the anime, as well as showing the menus and other related stuff to the Lycoris Cafe specifically. The walls around the cafe were all the key visuals of the Hawaiian outfit for the two main characters, and you also got chibi-fied characters here and there around the walls as well. And the tables as well were all decorated with different Lycoris characters in their Hawaiian outfit, in their chibi form. Moving on to the food. So before entering, we were given a piece of paper to check off what items we want to order. We were told specifically before that we need to check everything that we want, because there will be no chance to reorder stuff or no chance to add stuff that you want to order later on. And yeah, once it's decided, we pay for our food and we enter the cafe. So here's the official website. I just scrolled down to the food section, and yeah, we have all the foods and drink listed here. This is the picture of all of it, but you can see the details of it down here if you scroll down. For every food or drink you purchase, you could get a random original coaster. So actually, to my surprise, the food was actually really good. Way better than I expected. I mentioned in my previous collab cafe videos as well, the food usually are pretty bad, but maybe they upped the expectations, so now the collab cafe foods are actually decent, even though they're still pretty pricey. But yeah, it's actually it actually tastes like restaurant food. For myself, I ordered all the Chisato food, while my friend who went with me ordered all the Takina food. So this is the Chisato main course, and it's a garlic shrimp dish with rice, tomatoes, and salad on the sides. It's a little pricey, and the food portion seems a little bit smaller than usual. However, I think it actually tasted really good. Personally, I really like garlic, so the garlic shrimp actually stood out in a good way. One thing I want to say is, for some reason, the shell on the shrimp was still on the shrimp for all of them, and yeah, it was a pain in the butt to peel them off. Thought it could use some work because I feel like most shrimp dishes, they don't come with the shell, but maybe it's because it's fresh or something, but yeah, it was kind of a pain in the butt. As for the Takina dish, it was a chicken dish with rice and salad on the side. I didn't try the dish, but my friend said it was pretty good as well. So next up, we got the dessert dishes. For the Chisato one, which is the one I got, it's a fruit parfait. They got lots of fruits like apples, oranges, blueberries, and pineapples on top, following up with a layer of yogurt, and then cereal, and then at the very bottom they got strawberry syrup. Maybe it's just these kind of desserts in general, but it was pretty filling. Also, you could see on top there's like sticks sticking out. These are just sugar coated cookies and they're pretty good. You can also see a chibi chisato in the front of the parfait. And usually these kind of decorations are actually edible as well for a lot of the collab cafes. I would say like most of them. I didn't eat this even though it's edible because these are like the tasteless cookies, which in my opinion doesn't really taste that good, so yeah, I just left Chisato alone like on the side. As for the Takina one, it's the famous Takina parfait that she made in the anime. It's not as brown, but it's just like the cake at the bottom with cream, and then they put chocolate sauce on top of the cream. It came with a cute umbrella you can keep if you want. It's got some fruits on the side as well as nuts sprinkled all over. The Takina is also edible as well. Lastly, I just want to go into the drinks. I only grabbed one, which is the Chisato tropical drink. It's like a fruit mix with the main taste revolving around orange. The drinks in collab cafes are actually pretty good most of the time. It's just like half of it is always ice and the portion is just not a lot. As for the Takina drink, it's an iced tea with the main taste revolving around orange as well. We weren't too sure what the purple thing on top was, but maybe they just put like food coloring to make it look all cool and special. But yeah, I think it was just a orange iced tea. My friend also got a cafe latte, which came with one of the 4 designs as latte art on top of the latte. Unfortunately, you can't choose the design, but fortunately my friend wanted Mizuki, and yeah, it was all good. They also had like a little takeout menu with the main dish being the mix of all 4 of the other main dishes. It's just like a little bento box here. There are also some other menu items like the Mizuki main course as well as the Kurumi main course as well as their drinks. So if you want to take a more detailed look at what they are, you could take a look down in the description below for the link to the official website. Some of the people we saw that got there, they ordered one of each type of the main dish, the dessert, and the drink. But there are also some others who came here only for a light meal or just a drink, kind of like an afternoon snack. And yeah, after we finished our food, we were allowed to leave our seats and take pictures around the restaurant. This also leads us towards the exit, and this is where all the goods are sold. So down in the goods section, they got like a sample display of all the items that you can buy. Because we went at the very end of the collab period, a lot of the acrylic stands and like the decorative goods such as the license plate mat were all sold out. Personally, I wasn't a huge fan of the Hawaiian outfit myself, so I wasn't too sad that I couldn't get my hands on the acrylic stand. But usually I try to get acrylic stands if I like the outfits. I ended up wanting to try my luck for fun, so I went and did the gacha pull for the random key holder, as well as the random Polaroid picture gacha. Aside from these 2 items, the only other thing that I grabbed was the sticker for Chisato and Takina. Here are the stickers. We got the normal version on the left here, and we got the chibi version on the right here. The normal version costed 440 yen each, and the chibi version costed 385 yen each. I've been really liking stickers recently because I can add them to my collection, and yeah, sometimes I just use them on my luggage, just slap it on there. But yeah, these are really cute designs, that's why I wanted to get them. So here are everything else that I ended up coming home with from the cafe. So these little decorations came from the food and drink that I ordered, which is the Chisato food and drink. And yeah, I just took them home. We also got here the close-up of the coasters. Got the Polaroid pictures here, which I traded for Chisato because she's my favorite character from the show. The backside also has the Polaroid feel to it, which is a really nice touch. This is the little key holder that I pulled from the random acrylic key holder gacha. It's a Takina with her Hawaiian dress. Yeah, it's got her little food here. The key holder is a little special because it's one of those twisting ones. It's kind of like not the normal key holder. I think these are more steady, but it's more pain in the ass to put them together, I think. But yeah, I think they're more secure in general. This ticket is actually just a replica ticket, and this is actually a novelty for those who pay for the premium ticket. There's nothing different about the collab itself if you were to enter with a premium ticket, but this is just a bonus novelty that you get when you show up at the cafe. And it's not that costly, it only costs around 300 yen if I recall correctly. As you can see here, we got 6 different kinds of premium tickets, and these are all random. In a correction on the price, it's not 300 yen, but 350 yen. For more details about the goods that I didn't get, feel free to take a look at their official website to see what else they have. Thank you for watching, and sorry for the lack of the video footage, but for some reason the cafe seems really strict about filming compared to all the other collab cafes I went to before. I've never really heard of the rule where you can only start walking around after you finish your food. This is nothing against the staff, since they were just doing their job and doing what they were told. But this was definitely a first for me. Regardless though, the food was actually pretty good, so there's not too much to complain about. I really enjoyed my experience there. Anyways, I usually make content revolving around VTuber events and collabs. Occasionally I'll explore some anime ones as well. If that interests you, I would greatly appreciate it if you could press the subscribe button. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.